had with coffee.
Yeah, especially with coffee. Anyway, guys, give it up for Don and Justin one more time. Give it up for yourself for being here tonight, wanting to grow and learn more. I'm so excited to share this with you guys, and I hope that you're enjoying our slightly different format on things. But this client I sat down with had a special connection to me because they're actually my cousin. Okay? And so I'm going to give you a little background on them. And most of you know me. I'm 25 years old next month, right? As we're driving to convention, I'll be celebrating 25. Woo! Baby! 25 years old, and I, right out of high school, went into the shipyard and loved every minute of it, right, Zach? Isn't it a great time? Yeah. Hey, look, I love Friday. I love Friday at about 4:15 when I was in the shower and all that muck is running off me. I can look at my phone app and tells me that I've got $700 sitting in the bank, and I feel like I'm rich. Anyway, 20 years old with $700 in the bank, not married, don't own anything. Man, got a watch out of it. Anyway, so here's the thing. I was really loving life, but I wasn't really happy with my job. And so you heard Reese say I got the chance to meet him and get financial licensed, and you heard Justin talk about getting out there and talking to people and meeting clients. Well, one of my fire to stay alive is my family. Okay, and you guys might be like, what do you mean? Well, I'm the oldest of four. On the other side, the oldest of two, who had another 2 kids, and as we go on down, and we make a joke. In some way, shape, or form, if I talk to you in Walmart for about 5 or 10 minutes, I'm going to find out you're either my cousin, we work together in some way, shape, or form, or my parents worked with you or went to school with you. Okay, wow. and my dad was like captain of the wrestling team. My mom was this pretty little thing that was all social butterfly and big church. So we know everybody. It seemed like one of the families I sat down with is this family here. I'll use the first name on. All right, Brian and Sarah. So Brian and Sarah sit down with him. Well, Brian's dad was actually also in the industry. All right, he was in only life insurance though. You guys probably know where I'm going with this. He also sold my dad a life insurance policy that Primera policy replaced. Can I get an amen on that? Amen. All right. So then I sit down with Brian and Sarah. Now when my dad called him and said, "Hey, I had to replace it," he said, "It's fine. I totally understand. In fact, I decided to leave that job anyway." He left the industry. And as I come to find out, the reason why is he felt so bad about what he was doing.
Wow.
Okay. So as I sit down with his son and now daughter-in-law who have 2 kids, and I find out that they still have in place now. He sold my dad cash value. If you guys don't know what cash value is, go to the person that invited you or talk to your trainer. Okay. He sold his son term.
Oh, wow.
But he sold his son term with return on premium. And so I'm going to just kind of explain that to you real briefly. You pay more every month because at the end of the term, if you keep it for the entire amount of time, in this case was 20 years, and you don't die, you don't change the policy, you don't lapse the policy 1 month. I mean, you want to talk about fine print? We were looking at some fine print. You get the amount of money you're gonna, that you paid for the premium back. For them, it was almost $17,000. So he was really excited. He's like, "Man, in 20 years, I'm going to get $17,000. I was like, "Oh, that's great." Well, here's the thing, guys. Is $17,000 in today's dollars going to spend the same way 20 years from now?
No.
Good. You guys are picking up what I'm putting down. For the rest of you that aren't, open your notebook and start taking notes, okay? All right. Because here's the thing. You need to understand that 20 years from now, $17,000 is going to spend like, you're going to need another $30,000 to spend like $17,000.
Wow.
Okay. So I break that down for him. He goes, "Wait, what?" So we got to understand the cost of goods and services rising. He's spending almost $80 a month for him to have $200,000 of life insurance, and his wife to have $200,000 of life insurance, and there's nothing on your kids. Because when his dad got out of the business, the kids weren't born yet. Couldn't put them on there. All right, so there's that. So write this down: $200,000 on Brian, $200,000 on Sarah, $70 a month. We'll write it down. I'll be nice. Write it down. $17,000 or $70,000 a month. They're going to have $16,800 over the span of 20 years spent into this policy. $70 a month, over spanning 20 years, is $16,800. That's what they're going to get back. That's what they're excited about. But for them to be able to spend that money like it does today, they're going to need $30,589. Buy the same amount of goods that amount of money buys. So this is, I'm going to go into the example or not the example, but the solution I put together for them. Okay, but that's where they're sitting at the life insurance side. Do you think that they're happy so far now that they really explained this to you?
No.
All right. Here's the thing. He's making $60,000 a year. Sarah stays at home, 2 kids. Makes sense, right? Here's Justin. Gets to be able to do that for Kayla. That's awesome. I wholeheartedly believe in that. Also for mom stay home with us all the time. You cannot pay someone like Kayla and my mom enough to do everything that they do. Okay? Actually, they calculate it out. It's like $150,000 a year, something like that. Stupid. Anyway. So $60,000 a year, and he's putting 8% into his 401k, and he works at a local machine shop. But here's the thing about a 401k that he's with. There's no match. No match in the 401k.
Wow.
But there's a 401k. So he thinks I'm putting into it. It's going to make money. All right, and it was returning halfway decent. But I'm going to tell you guys this thing about 401ks without going to a real in-depth investments training. If I told you that you could either defer your taxes, if I gave you $1 million and I said you can either defer the taxes you'll pay on that and pay them later, or you could keep the whole $1 million and not pay any taxes, which choice would you pick?
Not pay taxes.
Second.
Not pay taxes, right? But here's the thing, guys. In a 401k is a tax-deferred plan when it comes to savings. A Roth IRA, which is what we really promote here in Prime America with our clients, is tax-free. Okay? So the 8% he was putting into his 401k, he was doing right as to what he thought he should be doing, but it was going to be tax-deferred, so he was going to save up about $1.2 million or so, and he was going to have to pay taxes on that. So what I showed them, let's go into this, is that there's 2 main risks. So I explained to them what they had going on, and then I put together a solution for them. There's 2 main risks in life. The first is that you can die too soon, and the second is that you can live too long. You guys heard Justin say that there's a total solution that we do in this office.
Yeah.
That's a core value. But guys, I'm here to tell you that the total solution is to buy term insurance and invest the difference. Okay? So we took a look at that first. $200,000 on Brian. He makes $60,000 a year. Experts tell us that we should have 8 to 10 times our annual income. Is $200,000 8 to 10 times of $60,000?
No.
You don't have to be a physicist like Don to figure that one out. Now, Sarah's not making any money, but she's bringing a lot of value to the family, right?
Absolutely.
Yep. Right. Okay. So this is what we looked at for her. We put $600,000. We fully covered Brian with $600,000, 10 times his income, and $250,000 on Sarah. Now that is what 3 times as much as what Brian has, and a little bit more than what Sarah has. Plus, by the way, we put $15,000 on the kids. Okay, because actions happen. Here's what it costs them. You can see this, $95 a month. So a little bit more than what they were spending, but 3 times the amount of coverage on him and coverage on their daughter. $2, sorry. For 25 years. Now you might be going, why in the world Nathan would you for 25 years? I'm going to explain that in just a second. But here's the thing. So we teach something called the theory of decreasing responsibility, and that's really what I'm going to transition into that. As the insurance, as the savings increases, we no longer really have a need for insurance. Right? That's what we tell families. If you don't tell your families this when you're sitting down with them, use this example. Brie, you have a car, right? Okay, what kind of car is it? Honda Civic. I'm sure you like that car right now, right? Do you want to keep that forever? When you're making $200,000 a year, are you going to drive the Honda Civic? Probably not. Okay. Do you pay insurance on the Honda Civic right now, though?
Yes.
Okay, so when you make $200,000 a year, or even let's just say that you just get a new car, period, are you going to continue to pay the insurance on that car?
No.
No, why not?
I won't have it.
You won't have it. You no longer have the risk of something happening to that vehicle. Same thing with your income. If you have a real $500,000 sitting there in the savings, why do you need to pay anybody for that risk? you can now take that money and save it. Who likes saving money? Who likes investing money? Yeah, all right, good. How about this? Let's say that you get licensed with us part-time. And you help a family like Brian and Sarah here do something that's right for them. I want to show you guys what you're going to make. Okay? For me, I've made $571 for helping that family.
There you go.
Take me about an hour and a half.
Nice.
Okay? So look at take on your notes, write down what is your contract level. And then look at the screen and look at this personal column and write the number that's associated with it. So for districts, that's $408.10. For reps, that's $204.05. If you're in between, that's $285.68. For an hour and a half, let's round up 2 hours worth of work. Does that sound like it's worthwhile?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay? If you're regional leader, $571. Gotta get it in. All right? Someone like Reese makes almost $900 helping that family. That's the place to be, guys. Exactly. All right, so let's go on. Let's look at next. So then we identify what their financial independence number is. I told you that the path that they're on, they're going to come around $1.2 million or so, just by saving their 401k. But that's going to be $1.2 million that they're going to pay taxes on. But we reallocated that. 8% of his income is about $394 that they're saving every single month. Instead of putting in the 401k, we allocate it into a Roth IRA. And you guys know that we get some pretty good returns in the fund companies that we're able to partner with, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So we show 9%. 9% to reach $1.6 million. He's going to start off a little bit of money. He's going to skyrocket. I just want to show you guys this graph. It's so cool. I don't like skating. Yeah, whatever. I'm not athletic. Okay. But that makes me kind of just like want to go, woo! Let's look at this. So, $5,121 is what he had sitting in his 401k at the time. We rolled that over. I'm going to show you what that paid me. We rolled that over. We'll show him 9% rate of return, 35 years. He plans on finishing out his career there. All right. In 25 years, he would have put in $9,611.05. But he would have $617,352.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Now, let's go back real quick to the notes that I told you to write down. How much was he going to put in to his life insurance policy? $16,800. Is $9,000 more or less than $16,000? Less. I told you that it was going to be worth a lot less in 20 years too, right?
Yeah.
How much was it going to be worth?
7.
Where you needed how much to rent this? 30,000. Okay, so is 600,000 a little bit more, a little bit less than 30,000?
A little bit
A
more.
little bit more.
A little bit more, guys. Is that a total solution or what?
Absolutely.
I get excited. Anyway, so now let's look at the account because I mean, yeah, it's great to help people, but a lawyer that does too much pro bono work goes broke.
Absolutely.
Right? All right. So the initial trade, $5,201. If you were securities licensed on your contract level, I want you to write down, look at your contract level, and write down what you would make. For me, it's $108.83. It's not bad, but it's only a little bit of money. Okay, but it's actually $100 that I was able to help that family, or get paid to help that family be educated. Now, there's putting $394 a month away. There's a management expense there that makes sure that we're utilizing professional money manager. I couldn't get my words right. Okay, because guys, I'm not gonna lie, I was a straight awesome D-Ever student. Okay, you don't want me watching everything. I'll probably get bored. I want one of those fidget tools. Like it's not good. So we pay professional money managers to handle that. Oh, he's got one. All right. Anyway, a portion of that goes to us because we are the face of the company.
Yeah.
Over the first year, for helping this family, I got paid an extra $100. So total securities, total investments, compensation, $209. Total that up real quick. Somebody's a district, raise your hand first. Let me know how much money you make in the district. Don.
So the $89.62, is that what you meant?
89.
Plus the other.
Yeah, plus the life comp. Let's just say that.
So 189.67. What
89 plus the life.
Oh God.
480 something
Too much.
plus 80.
Should make
plus
Come on,
560.
physicists.
Too much.
760.
Too much. Calculators.
The rep is 280.
The rep 280.
So like 5.
Okay, so that's like
Thank you.
$5, almost $600
Four.
as a district leader. As somebody who's fully licensed.
I got 280.
All right. $600. You spent 2 hours with them. How much money did you make an hour?
300.
$300 an hour. How long does it take you to make $300 with your current job? A little while, right? Maybe a week.
Before I got this one,
Okay, no.
I didn't.
Okay. Most people make about $500. You know, people in the shipyard make about $500 a week. So that's a little less than someone makes in a week that they made in an hour. Is that pretty awesome?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So what I just showed you, would you say everyone needs to see that?
Yeah.
Everybody needs to see.
Everybody needs to see that. So and I want to touch on this one thing though. Dawn said that she would like to be behind the scenes on stuff. Do you think that I'm necessarily going to be there when they have 1.6 million? I mean, I'm going to be there. I'm a phone call away, right? But I'm kind of behind the scenes on it, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool to me. I've always liked to be I like to have fun, okay? I like to be the life of the party to a degree. But I also want to make sure things are moving around, right?
Right.
That's why I like sitting back there and making sure the sound works and the camera's on, all kinds of stuff. I like to make things look pretty. Does $1.6 million look pretty to you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Guys, that's in a nutshell what we do. So here's wrapping it up. Put 97, oops, that's a little bit off. That was adjusted coverage. Anyway, $97, and that was $95, and $600,000 on him, 250 and 15 was $865,000 worth of coverage for 95 bucks. They save a little under $400 a month. That's not even maxing out one Roth IRA. Do you think he's going to get a pay raise in the next couple years?
Yeah.
Hope so, right?
Hopefully.
So will he be able to save a little bit more?
Yes.
His goals are going to change, and his financial independence number is going to change. We're going to be right there with him, helping that. So that's in a nutshell what we do. I hope that was helpful. I hope that you see what it's like when we sit down with families, that we're offering the total solution, that we're doing this right, not just sometimes, but 100% of the time. Okay. So that's my part. I'm going to do a little intro to our next speaker. Okay. You've already seen him. But anyway. He really is the lifeblood of this office. I was talking to him today about a couple things. When he met me at a church financial wellness workshop, I was going to church. I was involved in church. I mean, every week I was doing something. But my life wasn't right. Okay? He offered me the opportunity to work for him part-time, and I honestly was just thinking, I don't have to wear coveralls anymore. That's great. But it was so much more than that. Reese Cagle has literally turned my life 180 degrees. Anyway, 180 degrees to the better. All right, I'm reading my Bible. I'm a better husband than I could ever have been if I wasn't, I mean, my dad taught me some great things, but it's a lot different. Reese is like an older brother to me, and he's a business mentor to a lot of us. He handles the stuff that I don't want to handle a lot of the time, and I'm learning how to handle it so I can have one of those plaques up there. But you guys, go ahead and stand up. We got to stand up. All right? Get ready. Put your hands together. Get them in. No, you don't do all that. And give it up for Regional Vice President, Reese Cagle.